Hi, today's date is March 12th, 2019. I'm Matt Gifford. For today's video source inspection, we're filming a fully remanufactured 270S model spin rinser dryer. Won't share my customer's name with you as we believe in confidentiality at Sitek, but I'll share their PO number as well as general location so they can identify this tool. The customer's PO number is WE9RAW6002 and they're located in Massachusetts. So this tool is going to be used as a backup head assembly in their fab. That's why you don't see any poly. If they need to pull a head out of their large fab, they have a lot of rinser dryers. This is plug and play. They install it if they have to pull any head in their maintenance area. That's the idea with the tool. So let me open the door. We have nitrogen purging into the bowl. We have about, I'll say about 22 wafers in this cassette. So what we're going to do in this video is show the function of the rinser dryer, also known as an SRD for short if you hear me say SRD later in the video. The recipe we'll use is a 60-second rinse at 500 RPMs followed by a 10-second purge at 1800 and a dry one at 1800. And lastly, we'll slow it down to 500 RPMs for 300 seconds so that the heater elements really dry the wafers after we sling the water off. I'd like to also show you how busy we are here at Sitek in our final test. If you look to my left here, we have a fully remanufactured 480S model with our slick device controller. We're in the dry one step. We're at 1800 RPMs. Which means we're getting heat and we're waiting for the anti-static to come on for the dry 2. This is for a customer in the Bay Area. Anyways, now we know the recipe. I'm going to discuss our refurbishment process for tools sent in and tools that we sell as remanufactured. We go through a very extensive refurbishment process with quality control checkpoints. And I'm also going to share our spare parts support and equipment support at Sitek. Let's begin. Okay, we are in our rinse. First and foremost, if you'd like to see our complete catalog, please visit our website, www.sitekprocess.com. And if you have any questions, give us a call at 916-797-9000. Okay, we're in our rinse. I'm going to discuss our refurbishment process. Every rinser dryer that goes through the refurb process at Sitek goes through the same exact steps. First, we take the SRD and break it down to the component level. Here, we'll individually test all components for function, in addition to cleaning and electropolishing all metal parts. Once the parts are prepped, that's when we start building the SRDs from the ground up. Once we've built up a bare head assembly, we place the rinser dryer into our dry quality control checkpoint. This is where we test the rinser dryer for function without facilities installed. Once the tool passes our dry test QC, we move into our wet test quality control. Okay, we're in our purge, we're ramping up in RPMs. You see the water in the window is spinning around in a circle. We're slinging as much water off the cassette and wafers as possible for the next 90 seconds now that we're in dry 1. Until we get to dry 2, we'll slow it down and let the heaters really do the work. Our N2 heater cartridge is blowing hot nitrogen, that's what we want. And our heater blanket's heating up too. In addition to running smooth. The SRD is doing great. So, dry quality control is where I was at. Once we pass dry QC, it goes into wet test. Wet test is where you test the rinser dryer for full function with facilities installed. Commonly, wet tests will look like this. After wet test, we will put poly on it if the customer's SRD has poly. In this case, there is no poly. It's a backup head. This is our final configuration. We are in final test. So in final test, we make sure that everything is perfect on the rinser dryer, the controller, the rotor, the balance, everything, as well as run over 50 various process recipes with different RPMs and different times, and film a video source inspection to get the tool approved for shipment by the customer in a lot of cases. So we're smoothed out, we're at high RPMs, we have about 20 seconds left before we slow it back down. That concludes our refurbishment process at Sitek. I'm going to go ahead and move on into our spare parts and service support. So the heat is on, the blanket is much warmer, We have our low pressure purge, N2 and door solenoid valves activated. That's exactly what we want. And now we've slowed down to 500 RPMs and entered our dry 2. So this one's going to be about 5 minutes. So now that we're in our dry 2, you're slowly going to see that we have far less drops of water on the window now, but we're going to have even less at the end of the cycle. Maybe 1 or 2 drops will be left. So we're letting our nitrogen blow and our heater heat on the other side to really dry the wafers rather than just sling it off. So, spare parts and service support. Sitek can provide 100% of the spare parts and repairs necessary to upkeep your semi-tool SRDs. Some parts that we supply include start and stop switches, door seals, windows, anti-static, heater blankets, heater cartridges, the rotor stop positioner, also known as the RSP for short. We'll talk about that again at the end of our video. Solenoid valves, ACR valves, N2 filters, tachometers, and the larger components, which I'm about to share with you. Larger components that I'm listing separately are because we repair them in addition to supplying them in new or refurbished condition. We provide rotors and also rebalance rotors. We can provide LC4 and LC5 amps as well as build them new. We're the only company that can sell these LC4s and LC5s in new condition, in addition to repairing them. We also repair controllers. Models include the 228, 328, 225, 325, PSC 101, and 102 controllers. In addition to repairing them, we can supply controllers in refurbished condition. We also have our new controller upgrade for F models and S models, the Slick Device S1 and the Slick Device F1. Please call a salesperson at 916-797-9000 to learn more. Now I've listed off everything that we support spare parts and service wise. You can see that Sitek is the worldwide leader in spare parts and service support for rinser dryers. So time check, we have about 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. The rinser dryer is running very smooth. I've shown that I'm feeling heat on both ends. You want to be very careful, make sure you're not touching it, don't want to burn yourselves, and that our proper solenoids are activated. Also of note, in dry 2, that's where the anti-static module turns on. If your anti-static is failing, that is something that can cause high particle counts when you pull the cassette out of the rinser dryer. The anti-static module is also known as the deionizer for you engineers out there watching. Now I've discussed our spare parts and service support as well as our refurbishment process. I would like to talk about equipment that we can sell here at Sitek. In addition to selling fully remanufactured rinser dryers, which we are the worldwide leader in remanufactured SRDs, we sell a variety of other wafer fab equipment. This includes box washers such as the HTC 8010, 8020, and 8030, mask cleaners including K&S and Ultra T models, metrology tools including profilometers, ellipsometers, resistivity, and more. We can provide barrel ashers and etchers, YES ovens, as well as a variety of microscopes. As you can see, Sitek is also an industry leader in wafer fab equipment too. We're not limited to rinser dryers. Okay, so we're running beautifully smooth here. We only have about 2 droplets of water on the window. The heaters are really doing their job. Pardon me. So, ways that you can get a hold of us. I've mentioned our phone number. It's 916-797-9000. I'm our parts and service manager. We can get you connected with the proper sales representative for your territory. In addition to our parts and service, we also provide free over-the-phone troubleshooting. If you have an issue with your rinser dryer and you're not sure what needs to be fixed to resolve the issue, our experts can help you out. If you want to place a formal RFQ, you can do so through our website, sitekprocess.com, or you can send us an email if you know exactly what you need. Our email address is sales@sitekprocess.com. Okay, we're getting close to the home stretch here. We don't want to open our door too early. If you open the door too early, you can cause unwanted damage to your rinser dryer. You're going to hear the rotor stop positioner, also known as the RSP for short, like we touched on earlier, fire the rotor into the 12 o'clock position. From there, it's still not safe to open the door. The door seal needs to deflate and release all air. If you open your door too early, we're going to have some issues. So be patient. Okay, we're ramping down in RPMs. We're waiting for the RSP to fire. I'll be able to hear it. Okay, the air released. See how we're teetering into the 12 o'clock position? That's good. Now the door seal's next. All right, the air's released. We're nice and safe. Okay, we have warm nitrogen purging into the bowl. We have residual droplets of water. This is a good thing. If you dry your bowl until it's bone dry, you are more prone to higher particle counts. So you don't want a bone dry bowl. A couple droplets is perfect. Most importantly, let's pull out our test wafers. 100% dry. So we'll go ahead and put these back in. Sitek thanks you for watching this video source inspection today. There's a lot of other good material on our YouTube channel. Please look us up at Sitek Process Solutions if you're on YouTube. Give us a call at 916-797-9000 if you need any help, and we'll see you next time.